Hello, and welcome to the Becoming Her podcast. My name is Shalonda, and I'm your host today. So, ladies, today what I wanted to talk to you all about was finding a provider type of man. There are different types of provider types of men. So, when dating, just you should know what to look for whenever you're pursuing the type of man that you're looking for. So I'm going to name off the different types of provider men or different types of ways that men provide. So the first trait of a man, of a provider type of man, is the financial provider. This man, he takes responsibility for the bills and financial planning. He talks openly about career goals and ambitions. He shows generosity and willingness to share his resources. He helps in times of financial needs without hesitation. Red flags to avoid. Avoid discussing finances. This type of man will avoid discussing finances. He's secretive about money, or he makes excuses for financial responsibilities. So the next type of provider type of man that we have is the emotional provider. The emotional provider types of man, he listens attentively and validates your feelings. He offers words of encouragement during difficult times. He checks in on your emotional well-being regularly. He shows empathy and he tries to understand your perspective. The red flags is of a man who is not an emotional provider. He dismisses your feelings. He avoids tough conversations or gets defensive when asked to provide emotional support. The next type of provider man that we have is the balanced provider. This man, he contributes to both the financial and the emotional needs. He supports shared goals and decisions. He shares household and relationship responsibilities. He communicates openly about expectations and boundaries. Red flags. He's inconsistent in his responsibilities or avoids taking initiative when needed. The next type of provider man that we have is the non-traditional provider man. This man, he emphasizes equality and independence in the relationship. He encourages your personal growth and goals. He focuses on teamwork rather than set rules. And he supports emotional and practical needs without rigid expectations. The red flags, he may avoid traditional responsibilities entirely, making the relationship feel unbalanced. The next type of provider and the last type of provider man that we have is the opportunistic provider. He provides only when it benefits him directly. He is generous in good times, but unavailable during challenges. He avoids responsibility by blaming external factors. Red flags. He has a lack of accountability. He's unreliable, or he only shows support under specific conditions. So these are your six type of provider type of men. Now, most men can have some of these qualities in each one of them. But when you're looking for a type of provider man, you want to know what type of woman you are and what your needs are so you can see which type of provider is best for you. So that's the next thing that I want to talk about, is how to know what type of provider man this man is from the beginning. So what you'll need to do in the beginning to find out what type of provider man he is the first thing you want to do is know what you want and know what you need. So do you value emotional support? Do you value financial stability? Or do you want a balance of both? Are you looking for a partner who aligns with traditional roles or someone who values equal partnership? What are your non-negotiables? Is it children? Is it a man with ambitious? Is it empathy? Is it reliability? So when you know yourself, you know what type of man is best for you. So if you know that you are an independent woman and you value your independence, even if you're in a relationship, even if you're married, you still want to have some type of independence where you can be out on your own and making things happen in the world for yourself. Then the best type of relationship that you would be suited for is a partnership. A man who also is on his, who is also independent, who is set his goals straight, and he may be looking for a woman who can be his equal in partnership. Like, we both gonna be go-getters, we both gonna be successful, we're both gonna have dreams, we both gonna tackle these goals in life together as partners. Then you have men who are more of emotional providers. The emotional providers is, I'm sorry. Actually, I need to get back to the other questions that we need to ask. Okay, so the questions that you want to ask when you're figuring out what or type of provider he is, you want to ask the right questions. So one of the questions that you want to ask is, what does being a provider mean to you? And see what his answers are. Or how do you approach financial planning and budgeting? Or how do you usually support someone when they're having a tough time? Or what's your vision of partnership in a relationship? So when you know what you look for in a man and what your non-negotiables are, this will help you to determine if he's the right man for you based on how he answers these questions. And then the last thing is consistency is key. So a man might show you a different side of him during the honeymoon phase, but his true nature will reveal itself over time. So that's usually about 3 to 6 months into the relationship when you start to kind of see, his true nature. Another thing to ask or to watch for is he consistent? And is he dependable? So whenever you have challenges come up in life, notice if this man backs away and runs, or if he stays and he's consistent and you can depend on him. And does he offer help and support without being asked? Do you have to ask him for help and support, or is it something that he sees and he takes initiative to start to help out, to start to being of assistance to you in whichever way he can? And also the last thing is he consistent in his words and actions? So a man can say one thing and then his actions can say another. So in order for him to be consistent with both, it means that his words and his actions both have to equal up. So you listen to the things he's saying. Is he following those things up with the things that he's doing with his actions? Or is he only telling you certain things and then his actions show you a totally different person? Then this will give you the real idea of what you're really dealing with. All right, so thank you all for watching. I hope you have learned today what types of provider men there are, and know that there's no perfect couple, there's no perfect man, there's no perfect woman. It's all about being equally yoked together. So when you find the right type of man that's best suited for you, then you'll know what type of man to start looking for. And sometimes you could be given the right man, the man that's perfect for you. You could be not giving him an opportunity because you're looking for something else, when that something else might not be exactly what's going to make you happy. In the day, it's all about what's going to make you happy. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to Becoming Her podcast. I am look so forward to speaking with you all again. Please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe so that we can get this out on more platforms. I'm looking forward to talking to you more in the future. Y'all have a great day and be blessed. Bye.